So I'm sure you guys have seen this, right? Like you've seen a whole bunch of tech YouTubers or whatever saying that, oh, the GPU shortage might be ending soon. Or that the GPU shortage is ending because now they're pumping out so many more GPUs and this and that and the other. We know, right? We're not dumb. We know this isn't a thing. We know that the GPU shortage is still going to stick around. We know that the GPU high prices from scalpers and even retailers, because retailers are scalping too, they're going to continue. We know this, right? Like that shortage is not going to just go away anytime soon. The companies have said many times that the shortage will most likely continue well into 2022. Well, this article here that I'm about to read and we're going to discuss, it's not good news. It's not. But before I begin, hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you guys are new. There's a lot of you guys who are new to the channel. There's a lot of you guys who are returning viewers and not subscribed. Hopefully you hit that sub button today. I'd appreciate it very, 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 I can't speak today. Very much. That's what I was trying to do. I'd appreciate it very much. Yeah. And let's go ahead and switch on over to the article here. So this article is coming to us from techspot.com. I'll leave a link for you guys down below. Copper foil shortage could force motherboard and GPU prices higher. Budget hardware could bear the brunt of the price hikes. This is sad news. This is sad news. Bottom line, the ongoing semiconductor shortage is quickly snowballing into an all-out component shortage, highlighting just how fragile the supply chain really is. Copper is the latest commodity to be in short supply, and it could drive the price of all sorts of electronics north. DigiTimes is reporting that copper foil used to make printed circuit boards continues to be in short supply, and that supplies are encountering rising costs as a result. As such, one has to wonder how much of the cost burden will be passed along to consumers in the form of higher prices for electronics. A quick look at the market for copper reveals a selling price of $7,845.40 per ton near the end of December 2020. Today, the commodity is going for $9,262.85 per ton, an increase of $1,417.45 per ton over the past 9 months. According to Tom's, the price of copper foil has surged 35% since Q4 due to the rising cost of copper and energy production. This in turn is increasing the cost of PCBs, further exacerbating the situation are other industries. It's late, man. It's late. I'm tired. I should be going to sleep, but I'm doing this instead. Anyways, the situation are other industries that are also increasingly relying on copper. The publication has a full breakdown of the current cost of copper foil rolls, how many ATX boards a single roll can produce, and so on. For those that wish to dig deeper into the economics of the situation, while it's possible that all sorts of electronics could see price hikes as a result, products like motherboards and graphics cards could be hit the hardest as they use large PCBs with a high layer count. In this subset, it would likely be budget hardware where the price difference would be felt the most. High-end motherboards, for example, already carry a significant premium, and manufacturers would likely be more willing to absorb a small price hike at this tier. Fortunately for me, I just bought a new motherboard and I just upgraded my PC. So fortunately, I'm good on that regard for now until I decide to build a dedicated mining rig. But outside of that, I mean, I'm okay personally. But here's the issue here. This affects everybody. This affects everybody and everything. Not just, GPUs. Like, have you guys seen the PS5s? Like how the cooling blocks are done? It's all copper. It's like solid copper. And I mean, clearly not solid copper. It's a copper alloy. It's not, it's not solid copper, but you get what I'm saying? Like there's a ton of copper in that alone. And that's just to give an example, right? Like, of course, the GPUs use a lot of it too because of the massive coolers that they have and the boards and all of that. Like, it's This is going to be an issue. Big time. There's no doubt about that this is going to affect everybody. And there's no doubt that moving forward, GPUs are just they're going to be even harder to find. I mean, right now they're a pain to get unless you buy an older GPU, which I do. I bought a 1080 recently. I actually have a 2080 Super on the way. So, like, personally, I buy older cards. You know, they're easier to get. They're cheaper than the new cards. You know, it's just the fact of the matter. Like, just makes more sense. With that being said, it bums me out because I do want to get my hands on a 3080 Ti, but I don't see that happening anytime soon. As it is right now, it's hard enough to try and get one of those cards. I can't do it. I can't get my hands on one of those cards for the life of me, especially at MSRP. It's not happening. I can't find them anywhere. Now, I know some of you guys have better luck than I do, and that's fine. But, you know, the Newegg shuffle does not seem to like me. Neither does EVGA. Like, I mean, well, I did get my 3060 from EVGA, but like being in the queue, I've been in the queue now for a very long time since I got that card. And in fact, for my 3060, I was in the queue for a good while before I got that. So it's not an issue that's going away anytime soon. And the people that I see saying that, you know, it's going away or that the GPU shortage is ending, I don't see that. Yeah, I see Zotac pumping out cards. Yes, I see that happening. Yes, I see Best Buy restocking. Yes, I see that happening. I see the Zotac queue happening. But the truth of the matter is, you go on the Zotac queue, there's like 3 cards available. It's not. And then you sit in that queue for an hour for nothing because they only really had 3 cards to begin with. Right? And then you have the Newegg shuffle that only has a handful of cards available. You have the Best Buy restocks that happen that only have a handful of cards available. It's just not happening. And unless they start sending the cards to brick and mortar stores, meaning like they send more of them to micro centers and they send more of them to Best Buys, like actual Best Buy locations, and not putting them online, because online makes it even more difficult for people to get their hands on it because you got to fight bots. Unless they start doing that to get the GPUs in the hands of the consumers who actually want to go out and buy them at the brick and mortar stores, I don't see this ending anytime soon. I really, really don't, and it's unfortunate. It really is. For me, I'm a gamer first, miner second. I've said that many, many times. Those of you guys constantly say, oh, well, you shouldn't have bought an LHR 3060. That's why you're having problems with mining and stuff like that. Listen to me, okay? I game on that 3060, okay? I record my videos. I edit videos on that 3060 because that is the strongest card that I have to be able to do what I do when it comes to live streaming, content creation, gaming, all of the above, right? My 2070 was not handling it. I couldn't record 4K videos properly on the 2070, believe it or not. And then editing and rendering a 4K video on that 2070 took forever. The 3060 does it really fast. So, and efficient, right? I don't have any issues recording it. I don't have any issues editing, rendering, nothing. That 3060 is a monster of a card for content creation and gaming. Yeah, it's an entry-level card, quote-unquote entry-level card. Pretty much every game I played, I can run at max settings on that GPU. So that's why I have the 3060. But even having that 3060, I would love to get my hands on a 3080, even if it's LHR. I don't care, because then number of things I can do with that. I can run tests on that 3080 for a whole bunch of different mining algorithms, mining miners, like mining software programs, whatever, like NiceHash. I can use it on different miners such as T-Rex, such as NB miners, such as LOL miners, so on and so forth, right? Like I can run so many tests on all of those, and I can do what I do, which is game and content creation, all that. But because it's so hard to get my hands on those, I have to buy older cards. And again, I don't have a problem buying older cards. Not at all. In fact, as a gamer, I prefer buying older cards so that way the people who want to buy the newer cards, they can buy the newer cards, and I'm not taking one away from people. With that being said, I would still love to get my hands on one. But yeah, I don't see this shortage going away anytime soon. I really don't. And let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section below. What do you think? Are you feeling that same way, that you don't feel like this is going away anytime soon either? Or maybe you see the other side of it. Maybe you're like, oh, you know, it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. You know, that meme where everything's on fire. This is fine. This is fine. Let me know. Hit the thumbs up. Subscribe if you guys are new. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Everybody, happy mining.